Hey guys, Matt here and welcome to my Fragrance Obsession. How are you all doing today? I'm going to be reviewing a real gentleman classic. This is a fragrance that has stood the test of time. To this very day, it still gets worn by millions of men all over the world. Considering the fact that this fragrance came from a decade, the 1960s, means that this fragrance is very strong, very charismatic, very elegant, no doubt. Aramis by Aramis. Here is some useful information for you. Now, when this fragrance was first launched, it was the biggest fragrance of the 1960s. It's meant to capture elegance, style, and classiness, I would say. And to me, it's definitely all of those things. Usually, a lot of people will look at this fragrance and say,
"Oh, it smells like an old man."
To me, this fragrance is, like I said before, incredibly timeless, and I absolutely adore this fragrance. Now, 1966 this fragrance came out. I've wanted this fragrance for a long time. I'm really surprised I've never owned it up until now. I own only one other Aramis fragrance, which is New West. I'm really surprised I've never really had it, up until now, so yay. This fragrance, I'm really excited to review it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you some more information. Now, this fragrance was designed by the perfumer Bernard Chant, and he's only designed 3 men's fragrances, and all of them come from this house. He's designed 2 of the fragrances from Aramis, one called 900 and the other one is called Devon. But this fragrance is so incredibly beautiful and I cannot wait to review it. So let's get started on those notes, shall we? I'll put it on here. Sprayer for this is excellent, and I'm actually going to make this my scent of the day, so there we go. Let's talk about the notes for this fragrance. Now, the top consists of Artemisia, bergamot, cinnamon, and gardenia. Super strong stuff. For an EDT, this smells more like an EDP. It's so powerful. Such a powerful fragrance. A powerhouse at its best, no doubt. Oh, and by the way, just going to show you guys the box. I'm sorry I didn't show you this. Really like this box. It's very, very elegant. We get this sort of like brown suede effect on the box. And we also get Aramis there in gold writing. Eau de toilette natural spray, 110 ml, and there's nothing really on the back, just some information and stuff. Sorry I didn't show you that earlier, by the way. So this fragrance opens up with this blast of bergamot and a very spicy cinnamon note. But the cinnamon is mixed with this gardenia, making it smell very floral. It's a very floral, powdery scent, but it's also got this spicy take on it. And the spiciness is very much coming from that Artemisia with the cinnamon. I think the cinnamon fits the opening very, very well in this opening, in the opening of this composition. It just gives it this spicy take on it straight away. Like when you smell this, it's just like, whew, that is spicy, But it's done in a very soft and very classy way. I just thought I'd wear the suit with this terrible shirt underneath. I'm sorry. I just wanted to make a bit of an impression. But yes, it opens up very spicy, very musky. Also, it's just got this very nice powdery smell to it. Just a very nice spicy opening with a very nice citrus smell. The bergamot is very strong, but I also get a hint of lemon in there also. But very, very nice in terms of the opening. The middle notes for this scent are patchouli, vetiver, and sandalwood. Okay, so since this is the first bottle of Aramis I've ever worn, whenever I used to go into stores, like here in the UK, I used to go to Boots and Debenhams and, all of these sort of perfume places. If you're in the States, you won't know what I'm talking about, but in England, those are like really popular stores to get fragrances from. I often spray this fragrance on my hand every time I go in there, and it's just, I love spraying this stuff on my hand. And in terms of the middle notes, I get this really nice patchouli smell, but the patchouli doesn't really come on my skin until about 2 hours of it being on probably sitting on my skin. It's like a powdery patchouli with a little bit of vetiver under there, creating a nice green vibe. It kind of smells a little bit barbershop at this point. Like at first, you get that initial blast of the bergamot with that spicy cinnamon and that gardenia. Sorry, my mind had a bit of a brain fart right there. But up until that 2 hour mark, this fragrance starts to smell very green, and it's really, really nice. Really, really nice. It's just earthy, it's spicy, it's very, very strong. This is a scent for a gentleman, no doubt about it. This is the scent you would wear if you're a real man, I guess. Like, people say to me, like, oh, you shouldn't wear that, you're not old enough to wear that. That is the most stupid thing I've ever heard in my entire life. You know, it's the same with anybody. Like, I mean, I'm not mentioning names, but I've had comments on videos of people saying to me, ah, you shouldn't wear that, it's for old men. Bollocks! Sorry, I know I don't often do this, but it really irritates me sometimes when people do that. Like, wear whatever the hell you like, guys, you know? And for me, if I was, like, I'm 23 right now, and I love this stuff. And do you know what? I get tons of compliments on this. I remember I was working at Boots at the time, the fragrance store I was telling you about. And I used to spray this fragrance on my skin, and everybody, and I mean everybody I spoke to, said to me, you smell really, really good. What is it you're wearing? And technically, I wasn't supposed to be wearing Aramis because I wasn't selling that fragrance. So I had to say, oh, I'm wearing something from home. It's an Italian scent. I could never tell people what I was wearing because it would take away my sales, you know? So it was pretty wrong of me, but I love the fragrance that much. I was wearing it, you know? That's why I'm so happy to have a bottle of this, you know what I mean? It's great. Absolutely great. So in terms of a fragrance out there that you enjoy wearing, you wear the hell out of it. Seriously. And in terms of the base notes, we get leather. A lot of leather. Oak moss and amber. So this fragrance, and I just have to say, the leather in this is bombastic. It is strong. It is so pure. It is so bold. The dry down on this is heavenly. Imagine the smell of a brown leather jacket. That is what it reminds me of. The reason I'm saying brown, I guess it's just because it's got something to do with the fragrance, maybe the brown packaging, I don't know. But just imagine the smell of a brown, like, leather jacket. That's what it reminds me of. The oak moss as well in this fragrance is very earthy, very powdery, but it's very clean. And that's something that I've never come across before, oak moss smelling clean. Usually it's very harsh, usually it's earthy, usually it has a bit of a dirty vibe to it. Like Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent, that has a very dirty oak moss note with that clove. But in this fragrance, it's very clean and it's just, I love it. Love this fragrance so much. And you know what? I'm just so happy with it. So happy with it. So guys, I would like to say a big thank you for watching this review. Oh, and also I just want to mention this fragrance will last on your skin all day. I get about 10 hours max out of this. And honestly, that type of longevity only lasts on classic fragrances like this for a very good price also. So if you're wanting to find a fragrance that is going to last a long time, that has no doubt a very classic feel to it, a very energizing feel, but a very captivating and elegant feel to it, I think that Aramis is the perfect fragrance for you. And forget about ages, guys. I think it's a load of bollocks when people talk about ages and stuff. I just think it's silly. If you can pull off that fragrance, you wear it. You get my utmost respect if you do that. So guys, thank you so much for watching this episode of my fragrance obsession. I really hope you've enjoyed it. But please, guys, just know that I'm not having a dig. I'm just stating a fact, you know. The thing is with me, I like to be honest, you know, and that's something that I'm always going to be. I'm always going to be honest. So guys, I hope that you all wear what you really enjoy, because that is the most important thing, and that's the only thing that's ever going to make people happy in this world in terms of fragrances. Like Linnea Smith says, I know I've said it before, but Linnea Smith's slogan is absolutely bang on. Wear what you love and not what they say you should like. Keep smelling good, guys. Thank you so much for watching this episode.